All right, we're back for part two. Since Zoom don't want to cut the check, we're back for part two.
Zoom, cut the check, Zoom.
Come on, Zoom, lift your game.
Yeah, come on, Zoom. We're trying to get together. We're trying to make history together. So I'm curious, you guys, too. GeneralBackPain, you have, you said you have arsenal producers at your disposal, too. I was wondering if you can give me like a little bit of rundown on Home Team too, because I noticed like some of the people that you collaborate and are affiliated with you follow me on the gram too. So I was wondering if you could just like put me onto them a little bit too with your background of them.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so we'll start with Prophecy Allen.
Okay.
He is from Toronto.
Okay.
Home Team producer. Been knowing him probably almost as long as Killy Shoot. Another producer is Onaje Jordan. He's a Home Team member. He works with a lot of like the higher tier artists as well. I think he just had something with Asan Eastwood recently. So,
okay.
and I think something maybe with Vinny Pass. So he's out here moving. He's a Home Team producer. And Chuck Chan is the other Home Team producer. And then as far as the MCs, Chuck Chan is also an MC, one of the most underrated in the whole underground, along with Fluey. I'm gonna say that also. Definitely underrated. We have Chuck Chan as an MC. You have Killy Shoot. You have Lupus Day. You have Deuce Hennessy and myself. So that's the whole Home Team squad.
Okay. Yeah, I'm aware of Chuck Chan and because he did that project with Ecto 84 and Lupus, and I keep seeing Killy Shoot's name like pop up like here right there. So I'm gonna let you know, Killy Shoot, if you watch, you on the radar.
Oh yeah, you know, Killy Shoot is definitely the face of the team. You know, Killy Shoot is the person that we definitely look to for like, you know, direction for the squad. Even killed, very intelligent dude. Been out here grinding the longest and has had like the most acclaim for the longest out of all of us. So, you know, definitely one of my best friends. So
Okay.
I'm sure he's gonna be watching. He's definitely somebody you would certainly want to talk to.
Okay. You're in Australia too, and I've heard like some crazy ass horror stories about the insects in Australia. Do you know like some crazy bugs down there? I gotta ask.
Look, man, we got spiders. You know, we got some crazy spider breeds that you know will eat birds. Like they'll literally eat a bird. You know,
Well,
but
hell no.
it keeps you on your toes. You know, like I see because my studio's in the garage, right?
Okay.
So, you know, when I go through the back door into the garage, sometimes there's a bunch of motherfuckers in here doing nature's business, and you know, it keeps you on your toes. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm from Melbourne, which is actually, you know, a city, so it's very metropolitan. It's not really like the outback as America thinks Australia is. I think 20%. I think 20% of the population live in the outback. The rest is we're all live in cities, you know. But
Yeah.
it was just the way Australia went about promoting their country for tourism back in the day. So I think that sort of stuck. You know, you're not going to find many, you know, Steve Irwin crocodile hunter type dudes where I'm from. You know, so. But yeah, we definitely got some weird animals. I saw some quote the other day. It's like Australia where Satan keeps his pets or something, and I was like, that's kind of nasty. It's kind of true. So we got some weird fucking animals, man. But I'll be honest with you, I've never seen a kangaroo in my life except at the zoo. You know, so I'm a city, you know, it's some different shit. But like as a joke, I'll send videos of a guy punching a kangaroo to pain, like being like, it's wild out here, man. Like, but that's in the sticks, as we call it, you know. But yeah, we got some wild, weird fucking animals, man. Like weird animals here. But yeah, no, I'm a city kid though, man. Very, you know, grew up on hip hop and stuff. Very diverse, very multicultural area, which is you know what I prefer, obviously, than being out in the sticks and stuff in some shed making beats. You know, so, yeah.
because like when I seen somebody sent me this picture of it, it's like this thing was like the size of me. It was like some bat hanging upside down in the thing. What would you do if you seen this outside your
Bro,
house? I was like, I'll go back inside and grab my piece, and then we'll see whose business now.
Yeah,
bro.
that's it, man. Like, there are some crazy fucking bugs, man. Insects, animals, you know. But we're lucky to be, pretty popularized sort of city area, so it's not too bad, man. But yeah, I've seen some like horrific looking animals that people have seen in the sticks, man, and that shit even freaks me out, you know. But then I see videos of Florida though, where it's even more wild, like an iguana fighting a snake that's also fighting some other animal. I'm like, that's even worse than here. Like, I think
Nah,
they've
bro,
even
that's
got it more
Australia.
crazy over there, man. You know, like it's insane over there from what I've seen. But
Well,
Australia, a lot of people don't realize, man, huge hip hop fan base down here, man. Like that really love the hip hop down here. There's a massive scene here, a lot of fans. Like I said, we used to tour weekly. You know, there was that much business going down back then. Even locally, you know, you have your legends that are local legends here that paved the way for the next generation like myself and
oh
stuff.
yeah.
So it's definitely not what the rest of the world, unfortunately, thinks. You know, they think deserts and outback and, you know, whatever's. But, you know, it's crazy. It's like when you hear about, you know, the hip hop scene in Germany or Japan and stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
it's global. It's so global now that it's, that's the power of this genre, man. It's taken over the whole fucking world and it's beautiful and I love it, you know? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's great.
I'm gonna be up front too. Australia gets the best tours too because like you guys get like an Eminem tour every year. You guys get like a personalized like Lloyd Banks tour down there. Yo, we get none of that shit up here in Canada. I'll be up front. We had no. I'll be up front. And this is like no disrespect to anyone, but like yo, like the last big like multi-platinum person that I seen here was Bow Wow, and I'm like, I'm not trying to see Shad Moss. Sorry, Bow
Right,
Wow.
right.
No way. Yeah, nah, that's whack.
No, I see. I've been lucky, man. I've opened for a lot of legends. You know, opened for Wu-Tang, Ghostface Killer, Method Man,
Oh
Redman,
wow.
MF Doom, Pharaoh Monch. Because, like, at the same time, while it's big, it's also, I guess, localized in the city areas. So, and then being an established rapper back in the day, our crew got a lot of opportunities to be the opening acts to these legends. You know, but you're right, man. Like, we still get crazy shows. Like, even Eminem recently did a show down here, 80,000 people. Filled out an entire stadium of 80,000 people still to this day in
Crazy.
2019. So, you know,
Yeah.
people like their rap shit down here, you know. So obviously it wasn't always like that, but hip hop has just grown and flourished and just pretty much taken over. I'm pretty sure it's the #1 selling genre in the fucking world, you know.
Yeah,
So,
really.
you know, it's kind of crazy, man. Like I love watching those old hip hop documentaries of when it all started in the Bronx and shit, you know. It's crazy to see where it is now. Like it's
Yep.
insane,
Yep.
you know.
Did you guys? I like how you brought up how you opened up for the Wu Tang too. Did you both catch the Honolulu series?
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, man. I missed that one.
Oh, I like how you said how you brought up Wu Tang too. Have you both caught up on the Honolulu Wu Tang series, like the American?
No, I
Oh
actually haven't caught
no.
that one yet. I'm
Oh,
I'm
you guys
still
gotta
like
watch that shit. That shit is crazy. I won't give you. I'll just say this. Your Rain Ghost used to try to kill each other. But that was a rumor, like long time ago. But they actually got into depth with it. I'm like, okay, you got my money.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna check it out for sure.
Is that one? Is that on Netflix or?
It's on Honolulu.
Oh, see, I don't have that one. We've got like Stan and Netflix and shit down here. I don't
Okay,
even know
I
if we have
shouldn't say
Honolulu.
this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. For the people who don't want to do that shit, it's on YouTube. But hey, you didn't hear it from me.
Hey.
Yeah.
So when you guys coming together too, because I'm pretty sure that you guys are gonna work more in the future together too. You
Yep.
guys aren't opposed to sequels, are you? Like, would you guys ever consider a Bovine too? Or you guys ain't big on sequels too? Because like I noticed like how like some people they only want to make one of one. Like they don't want a continuation, but they still want to work together, if that makes sense.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, man, because we spoke about that yesterday. You know, the bovine 2 type of approach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mess with the bull, you get the horns, kind of thing. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
now that we've sort of
Mm-hmm.
established ourselves, I'm down for that kind of like duo partnership approach as well. So you know, like your Mad Libs and Dooms and etc. So I'm definitely down for that. Whether we call it Bovine 2 or whatever later on.
Yeah.
you know, we've already definitely spoken about collaborating again. I think it'd be insane not to, personally. You know, like I said, we're homies now. We know each other's styles well. Very creative dudes, chill dudes. You know, yeah, we're just chill dudes, man. I like to make dope music and respect the art form, you know. So I think it'd be crazy if we didn't do it. And we did speak about something next year. Pain's got a crazy run coming up, and you know, I'll let him speak on that one. So, you know, it's crazy. So I'm definitely down once he's done some other things to get back in the lab and start working for sure. You know, 100%.
Yeah.
Because I noticed like nowadays too, like people consume their music in various different ways too. And I was ever curious on like, because you guys have Bovine on Bandcamp, and
Mhm.
on SoundCloud too. Would you guys ever consider like putting this on things like Tidal? Like then again, I'm up in Canada because certain albums we may not get up here too. Because when Red Guys dropped plates, it was missing tracks up here.
So it's not on Tidal in Canada? I thought it
I'll be
might have been
upfront.
on
I
Tidal.
looked up general back pain when I was like actually like diving into you guys, and it was not popping up. I had to go on my SoundCloud and listen to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
not sure. You'd have to ask Payne about that one. Down here, you upload it and it does it all. In Australia, you know, you use one of those uploading sites, and they normally put it on all of them
Yeah.
worldwide. But I think I've had a few homies hit me up about Bovine too, but I think it's general back pain, all one word. I've found helps because sometimes they're like, man, I can't find them. I do it all as one word, and then they find it. So maybe it could be that.
Okay. Well, maybe
Sure.
that's why. Because like I
It
just
could be
like I
that.
put in bovine and I got a bunch of all this shit. I was like, man, this is a lot of bovine shit I got to go through, man.
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, no, you just all one word when you're searching, whether it's your Googles or whatever. It's just all one word. Unless it's gonna
Oh,
pull
okay.
up the
But now
actual
that I
like.
actually guys like talking to you guys, like I can look this up right now and just let you all know because I want the people to hear this.
That's
No, I
love, man.
appreciate it, man.
Appreciate
No, I
that. That's
appreciate it.
what's
I'm
up.
pretty sure it should be on Tidal. I'm pretty sure because the other ones, you know, that I've done in the past, they're on Tidal,
See,
Spotify,
like,
and all that.
okay, so people, if you want to listen to this album, you put in general back pain, all in one word. I'm gonna show you all this right now. I'm about to hit that download right now. I'm about to have this on the playlist. I'm about to get lit. Well, when I say lit, I'm about to buy this Canadian loud to this tonight.
No,
I
I
love it.
appreciate it, man.
That's
Like, don't
phase.
get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. SoundCloud is amazing, but I like something when I'm on the go where I can turn my data off and I'm not near Wi-Fi and have it mixed in with my
Yeah,
other.
man.
Yeah,
Definitely, man. I get charged
yeah.
like an extra $10 every 2 days because I keep going over my data limit and shit. You know, it's like it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
definitely want to
But,
be able to have it where whatever you use, whatever streaming, whether it's Apple or you use Tidal or whoever you got, we want you to just be able, Amazon Prime, like you can get it through all that stuff. So,
Is this
so
is this something like a strategetic? Then sorry to cut you off, but like when you put in general back pain all as one word, is that like something like a strategetic like thing? So you stand out because like the Google search when you put in general space back pain, you actually get just back pain stuff. So did you put it all as one
right.
word as like some kind of strategetic move?
To be honest with you, again, I'm gonna maintain it's a lot of dumb luck. I mean, I wasn't even thinking about Google when I came up with it, and when I got on Twitter, I wasn't even sharing my music actually when I got on Twitter, and I just happened to coincidentally just spell it all as one word. I just happened just to do that and not capitalize it, not break it up. I just spell it all as one word. As far as the ads, and I mean, I did all this not thinking there would be any reason to even think about it. Nobody's going to listen to this stuff. That's how it had been up until a couple of years ago. Most of the comments I would get is like, oh, yeah, okay. Nobody was getting it. And, I wasn't really good back then, but like remotely, nobody was even getting it. So I would just keep the shit to myself. So making this up, I had no idea. Like, let me go ahead and make it unique so because people are going to be searching. I had no idea. Hell no. That wasn't even in my mind when I was thinking about it.
that's for me. That's what's so incredible, though. Like, because Payne's sitting there just doing it because he loves it, and then all of a sudden, some fucking random dude down in Australia like finds the dude, and then he does a project with the dude. You know, then all of a sudden it's on vinyl, it's on cassette tape and shit. And that's why I still think physicals are important, because it's a tangible product you hold in your hand in an era where it's all just streaming. Now, I stream too, don't get me wrong. I spend my $10 a month or whatever on my Apple Music or whatever, right? But there's still that special thing about holding the record, putting it on the plate. You know, it's a tangible piece of music that you can actually hold. Who knows, one day the whole fucking world might crash, internet goes down, you still got your records, you know?
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? So I thought it was like, you know, crazy. That's why I straight away said to Pain, I was like, man, we got to put this on vinyl. Like, this has to go on vinyl. So, and I think it also makes it a little bit more legit too, because I saw some statistic where there's like, this is Australia only, so I can only imagine America and Canada. There's like 45,000 new songs uploaded every day to streaming sites. Wow, every day, 45,000. And that's just here. So imagine the world, you know. So you want to see people, you know, posting. It's great on Instagram when people bought the record, they're posting the record. It's like, yeah, awesome. Like, it's that tangible piece of history that they're holding in their hands instead of on their phone, you know. So yeah.
I agree. And then I kind of just wanted to, I don't know if I had mentioned this before, but again, with coming up with the name and not thinking anybody would even like think about looking for it, I really only kind of got in, like I would just call it jotting. I was always kind of just jotting little stuff down. I was like making songs or whatever. But I won't name the console, and Flu knows it. I won't name the console, but my gaming console broke. And so I was so mad that and really didn't have the bread to go buy another one. That's really when I got, like, I didn't have nothing else to do. So I really started writing a lot more. And then a little while after that, it started rolling. But I had no intention, like literally, if my little console hadn't broke, I'd still be on my little shooter, shooting people in the face and like, you know, writing little bars, little 16 bars or whatever, but I wasn't really serious. But I was so mad that I had just got that console, and I'm a gamer. And it was like, I don't think it was 2 years, and it started overheating. I was so mad. And I was like, man, fuck this. I'm finna just start writing or whatever, just to keep my mind going. And now we talking about some shit called Bovine. It's really amazing.
That's what's cool too, because earlier in the piece you talked about believing in destiny, right? And then it's like he's playing his console, shit heats up, he starts writing, starts making music. You know what I mean? It's like everything's happening for a reason. It's like domino effect, man. You know, and to me that shit's crazy hearing that shit. You know, like it's insane. Like, it's amazing. Like, even to this day, you know, Holy Hands. Even though I produced both, I still bump Holy Hands the most. It's like my favorite thing he's done. You know, because it was like my introduction and that nostalgia. You know,
yeah,
I love that project, man. Like, I reckon that should get a repress one day on vinyl or something, because, you know, and it's just amazing how that works. Like, out of that, like I said, that 45,000 for that day, I zoomed in on his shit. I found his style. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy, like, you know what I mean? And sometimes I'll even sit here and be like, man, that's fucking insane how this worked out like this. You know, it's crazy how it just worked out like this. You know, now I'm talking to some dude in fucking Canada, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. Like, you got to love the shit. You got to love it. Like, you know, I never would have thought when we started this, I'd be talking to someone in Canada, New Jersey, New York, you know, the other podcasts that have had us on. Like, it's crazy. You know, some dude in Inglewood, some dude in Melbourne, and here we are. You know what I mean?
I love the internet for that. I love it.
Yeah, it's been a crazy journey, man. It's crazy.
Inspired on, like, how you said, like, on what you said about your gaming console too, because if that never would have broke, you would still be, you know, doing like the little thing, not really taking it too serious too, because like, like I'll give you, I know I said this before, but this is, everybody has their own destiny, and I live for personal, like, experience too, because like, I'll tell you guys, this shit still fucks me up to this day, and I still can't believe it. Before any interview, any of this shit ever happened, I was just like you. I was just a gamer, you know, trying to find my shit. I went to this Royce the 5'9" and concert. I met him, and I met Kid Vicious before any interview. And then 2 years later, you know, I was asking, you know, DMing all these rappers, and the only person to respond to me was Kid Vicious. So like, after all of these years later, like, he was my first guest, and then I went on to interview like Crooked Eye, Buckshot, like Black Moon, fucking MC Shan, fucking MOP. Like,
Oh man,
I'm just like you guys.
crazy.
I didn't see any of this shit coming like how you guys.
Wow, that is inspiring, bro. I mean,
That is insane,
yeah,
man. And
that
that's why
MOP
it's an honor.
look was
It's an honor to
huge,
be on
bro.
it. It's an honor to
Yes.
be on this show, man. When you've interviewed, I actually did a post on my Facebook the other day going, doing an interview on this Canadian show following, Billy Danz and Keith Murray. I'm like, that's a tough act to fucking follow.
Yeah,
You know what I
Keith
mean?
Murray,
Like,
just had
that's
Keith
insane.
Murray.
I was like,
That's crazy.
you know what I mean? And then like I was getting all these comments like, what the fuck? That's crazy, and it is crazy. And that's why, and I'm sure Payne agrees, man, very appreciative of your time, man, to have us on this platform when you've had absolute legends on the show and then you've got us on the show too. Like that's incredible to be part of that history of your own channel, man. Like now we're part of that too. And
yeah, I've been watching
this whole thing, man.
Wow,
It keeps the fire burning for me. Put it that way. It keeps the fire burning, man. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to go in the studio today, but then stuff like this happens, and now I'm inspired to make 10 fucking beats tonight. You know what I mean?
Well, also,
Beautiful,
too,
man.
like I'll be honest too, because like I'm always a fan of a new artist when they come out too. So I always want to hear what they have to say outside of the music too. So when every time a new artist come up, I'll go try to look for old interviews and stuff like that. And half the time I fucking forget. Like I can just reach out and talk to them myself. Like it's still fucking me up. I'm like, wow, I can actually just find out this shit on my own.
That's crazy, right? Having that level of access, because that's a big deal in being in the entertainment field. Being able to have access to certain things, it's a big deal, man. Yeah. And I'm sure it's easy for you to forget that. Like, oh yeah, I can just hit dude up. Like, he get back to me. Like, that's crazy.
Well, like too, like also too, like the also reason too why I wanted to interview you guys too is because like the world needs to hear this shit. Like this shit is crazy, yo. Like when I hear rapid cost and like fluid, but like my most favorite is Phantom. Like I went on the record and said that before. It's just like, man, like the sounds in this is like you never would have expected something like this.
Yeah.
That's mad appreciated, homie. Like it's really like, it's easy. It's such a standard reply when it's like, oh, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But I really do. And I know Payne feels the same way, man, because like I said, you're bombarded with endless music every day. Like everyone is bombarded with music. So for you to sort of, zero in on us two doing our fucking thing, man, that's beautiful.
Bro,
like,
that's big, bro.
So it's very, like when you like the world has to hear this shit, man, thank you. Because
that's
I really mean that
man.
from the bottom of my heart, man, because I'm proud as fuck of this record. So it's great to hear some dude in Canada, man, he does his show, he's like bumping it too. Like it's insane. Like some dude in Lithuania posted the record the other day. I lose my mind on where these records end up. Lithuania, Japan, like it's just insane, man.
I know, bro.
It's crazy.
It is, dude.
It's insane. It really is insane, man.
It's really humbling, bro.
It really is. Like, like I'll be like seeing these posts and like walking around my chest out like the next day, like down the street, like, yeah, son, feeling on top of the fucking world, man. You know what I mean? And it's in the end, success is what you deem it. To me, dope music is successful. You're a success if you made a project that's dope. All that other shit is a good bonus too. So I'm feeling pretty fucking successful right now, even though we might not be fucking on some Kanye West level shit or whatever. We're still like, I'm feeling pretty damn fucking good about myself. You know what I mean? Because we're making some crazy shit.
Everyone has to start somewhere. Like, and this is like, what Backpain said, like, this is all new term too. Like, god damn, you would have thought you've been doing this shit for years the way we get a reception.
Definitely a veteran style for someone that's new. Like, that's what tripped me out, because my homies were asking. My homies are like, oh, how long has this guy been around? I'm like, I think he's pretty new. And they're like, nah, man, he sounds like a full veteran. And like, that's what I loved about it, man. That the approach to the style and the cadence and the breath control and knowing how to use your voice and all that shit sounds like a fucking 20+ year veteran to me, and that's why I was like, hence why the initial, hey man, I've already got producers. I was like, nah, I'm like, we're doing some shit. Right?
Thank you,
and can you imagine, like, if you would have just said, I'm like, he just, like, it flew, like, if you would have just been like, well, this guy don't even know who I am, so I'm not even going to try again. It's just like, that's
he could have did that, right? He could have been like, oh, you're stupid. And just took the whole tough, calm look and everything and just been on his merry way. You know what I mean?
And we would have never have gone bovine.
Nah, you would have got the water project early. That's what it would have happened.
Like, that's the thing, though. Like, it makes for a good story, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, it does make
Yeah.
for a good story, and it's true. You know what I mean? Like, it's entertaining. I still laugh. I laugh every time it gets brought up. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's amazing though how we still went ahead and did this shit. You know, like
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna take no for an answer. Almost, I was like, nah, I really fuck with your shit, man. We're doing something. Like, you know, like
I just
back,
shake
man.
my head
Good,
like I almost messed it up, dude. It's that simple. Like, it's cautionary tale. You know what I mean? Some people want that call. They want that look. And and I got it. And was super nonchalant about it. Like, I don't know. I think I'm trying to drop this Lucy next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? What are you doing? Get your stuff together. What are you talking about?
Maybe it's a message to everybody out there. Check your inbox, you know, because you don't know who's up in your inbox, man. Like,
yeah, and this is another thing, you know, if we're talking about sort of things to look for and maybe how to move. Like, when, I don't know if Flu remembers, but when he initially reached out, you know, I remember his comment was, "What is it going to take to work?" Right? I'm super new, so I took that to mean, you know, negotiate, like, you know, what are you doing? Again, I didn't know he's coming off a crime, you know, I don't know that. He in the biz. Like, this is a whole fucking producer. And, you know, I'm this little dude with a couple little records or whatever. So, you know, me, I'm just like, I remember I was like, I don't need much. And then I was like, you know what, I just want to work. Right. And so, you know, it's, what that translated to was, like, I don't know, kind of like currency turned into chemistry. You know what I mean? So instead of me being like, yeah, well, I need whoop, I just was like, oh, I want to work. I assumed that took Fluey, you know, put his guard down and was like, man, we really just getting ready to work. I was so new that, you know, I just wanted to work. And so I think from that point, the investment was there. It wasn't any monies exchanged, but there was like an investment on both sides. I really believe that. Now, unfortunately, producers reach out now and I quote my fee. But back then, it was, you know, I was super duper new. So it really worked out in my favor. And so that's just a, you know, example of, don't be looking at the bucks, because it's all types of currency. It's paper currency, and there's, you know, social currency as well, and there's currency that you can invest with somebody and you guys put it in the bank together and you make something. Exactly. And then that makes it's physical like, currency. You feel me? It's
investment in your name, in your stock, you know?
Right.
And I like the fact that Payne brought that up and said that I wrote What's It Gonna Take? Because it just showed that I knew there was something special there. Like, all it needed was me to convince Payne over there in Inglewood that this is worth taking on. And I like the fact that, you know, I didn't get disheartened. I was like, no, man, look, what's it going to take, man? You know what I mean? Put your email, man, let's do this shit. Like, and I think and it's true, because a lot of this is monetary and people pay for guest verses and all that. And that's the business. I get that. That's part of it. That's what's up. People pay for beats just as much as they pay for verses. But then we decided to go on this thing together 50-50, you know, and that in itself makes it more of a partnership too, which is also, I think you hear it in the music too. We're both invested in this fucking thing. It wasn't like I just said, yo, here's some money, Payne, and then Payne just goes, oh, well, I've been paid. I'll give him this 16 bucks. It was like we were invested in making this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We made this project something special because we're both invested in it. It's like, let's see how far we can take this fucking thing. Let's see if we can get vinyl. Let's see if we can get cassette tapes. Let's see if we can get podcast interviews. Let's see if we can like build both our profiles over there, you know, and now look at it. You know what I mean? It's and I mean, that's why I agree. There's different types of currency. There really is different kind of currency. It's not always legal tender. There's different ways of currency and investment and stuff. So you nailed it on the head there, Payne, because that's exactly how I feel.
Right.
You know?
And then just to tie it up, you go from that to literally, I don't know, 2 or 3 days ago, you did actually hit the PayPal off of what we did together. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
so
man.
It came. The money did come. You feel me? So that's just an example of all money. If all my dudes that play dominoes, this is you know what I'm saying, I don't know, like kind of, I don't know if it's a black thing or whatever, but all my dudes, they play domino. You know what I'm saying? All money ain't good money. So don't try to get the bag up front. Let it marinate, and it may be bigger on the back end. Just be patient.
Exactly. And it was. We doubled the back
Just
end
be
in the end.
patient. And,
You know what I mean?
And we doubled. You know what I'm
doubled
saying?
up.
That's before the tough check. I don't want to get all super duper telling the business, but that's before the record check.
Yeah, we haven't got that
before
check yet. Exactly,
label
man.
check.
Exactly.
You feel me? Yeah, that's right.
That's beautiful. That's
So
beautiful. You know?
I had a little beer, so I'm talking too much, but yeah, it's doable. It's definitely doable.
Shit, you already know what I'm like, though,
Pain.
You already know what I'm like, man. I'm about
Yeah,
7 beers in since the interview started, homie.
That's a fact. I already know. You was drinking that.
I definitely can't wait to see what y'all cook up in the future too, like, cause like the chemistry is crazy, and maybe like we can even get like a GeneralBackPain and Ito collaboration over a Flu production track. That shit would be crazy, right?
Hey man, anything's possible. Anything's definitely possible. You know,
anything is definitely possible.
That's what I actually love though about this project though is we could have gone and done all that. You know, and got all these dudes for clout or whatever, but he was like, I'm going to get my whole home team on this project. And I was like, man, that's fucking respect.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? A lot of dudes starting out could be like, oh, we'll get this guy, we'll get this dude to sort of, you know, get more listeners for lack of a better term. He was like, no, I'm getting home team on this shit. And then he introduced me to all his homies. And now I'm on the phone chatting to some of his homies on the phone as well. Do you know what I mean? Like now I'm talking to home team guys on the phone and we're having conversations about shit like Chuck Chan and Deuce Hennessy. We have a laugh, man. We're on the phone laughing our asses off, man, like chatting and shit, doing plans. And then he introduced me to home team. So then all of a sudden I'm mixing these home team joints and producing for these incredible artists that no one, you know, down here in Australia had really heard yet. And now people in Australia know who the fuck home team is. Do you know what I mean? And it actually works better that Pain was like, I'm gonna put my whole team on this instead of just getting all these other dudes, you know what I mean? And that's what makes Bovine. It's its own little conceptual piece, and it's a home team. It's a home team meets Flu fucking project. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. You know, you got everybody on there.
About the features, and Flu knows this, and you know, people like in the circle. For the most part, I can't say this about every project you're gonna hear from me. But 97, 98% of the features on the projects that you get from me, these are relationships. And that's definitely what I'm more about. I'm about rocking with my team because they my actual friends. It's a beautiful thing that I make music with my friends and people kind of like it. These are actually my friends. So, and then if I go and I do something with the homie YT or the homie Josiah, or, you know, Magno, or, you know, whoever it happens to be. These are friends of mine. So though some features, some situations would be fire, I would say if that's gonna happen, there would be some sort of a relationship there established first, because that's the only way the record is gonna sound right. Turn it into verse or whoever the hot dude is, that's not gonna make a good record. So if I'm on and that's not gonna happen, right? So because there's no need for that at this juncture. So these would be actual people that I have some sort of rapport with. And I'm not saying I'm all frenzy with everybody, but maybe one project I have some people, and maybe I don't have those relationships. Maybe one project coming may have it like that, but the vast majority of stuff, you know, I have some sort of relationship with people. So
it also helps.
I would like a lot of stuff to happen. I just don't. Well, I'm just gonna say
it also
I would
helps
like
though that
happen, but I don't like those people.
What I was gonna say though is it also helps that he's from a crew that's actually very dope. You know what I mean? Like the whole crew.
Yes.
Like that helps quite a lot. You know what I mean? Like when I first discovered Home Team through Pain, I was like, every single member in this crew brings their own style, their own professionalism, you know, their own like voice, and they all don't. Like there was no weak links, and that's pretty rare in a crew. Like when you got a crew members and it builds up, there's always a weak link. But I couldn't find one weak link. You know what I mean?
Well, and also to like having a relationship with the artist too makes timeless music too, as opposed to actually just paying for like a feature. It's like, yo, I think you sound good on this beat, so let me give you this amount of cash and you appear on my record too. So that's what I like about that too. Like you chose to have home team on. So I'll tell you one thing though. I'm gonna just dive into Chuck Chan because you guys really inspired me to check him out. So I'm gonna dive into it. So if you listen,
Dan's the dude, man. Dan
I'm
is
gonna
the
dive
dude.
right in. But I just want to let you all know that I really appreciate your time too, and I really enjoyed this interview. I'm about to go rewatch this shit tonight because I was like, damn, it's that good. Is there anything that you
Yeah,
want
that's
to
what's
plug
up.
in before that I let you guys go?
Man, I just want to thank you, man, for your time, like having us on, man. Like I said earlier, really appreciate it, especially with the acts you've had on, and for you to reach out to us. It means a lot, man. Shouts to everybody that supports what we do, home team, all the listeners, everyone that, even small things like retweeting and copping a little digital here and there on the bank out, everyone copping the records, Tough Kong Records, everybody, man. I want to thank everybody that just even takes the time in this day and age to even listen to our shit, man. When you, like I said, bombarded with endless music. So,
Yeah.
So shout outs to all you guys, man. But yeah, I really appreciate your time too, man. Like I really do, man. So shout outs to all the Canadian hip hop heads that might discover this now via your channel. It means a lot.
Appreciate that. And as for you, General Backpain?
Well, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to you. Thanks for getting the schedule and logistics together so we can make this happen. I definitely really want this to happen. And my team, I want to shout out my team. Definitely shout out Fluey. Yeah, Bovine 2 is coming. I'm a firm believer. I love franchises. I'm a corny dude. Bovine is definitely going to be a franchise. I don't know if it'll be anything beyond Bovine 2, but it just makes sense. So Bovine 2 is coming. Again, I had, a little snug little drink. 2020, I'm trying to do it. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
You're going to see, Queensino, General Backpain. You're going to see Crush Love, General Backpain. You're going to see Body Bag Ben, General Backpain. You're going to see Hobgoblin, General Backpain. I'm getting to it. You know what I mean? All nice.
That's a run, right? That's a crazy run.
Properly.
Incredible.
But I'm trying to solidify it in 2020. Get everybody vision straight. You feel me? Yes, and that's it, man. I really appreciate it, though. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys too, and I can't wait for what the future holds for you guys in the future as well too. So with that being said, it's another classic. Now I know I say classic a lot, but I really do be dropping classics. There's another classic.
Thank you, man.
From the
That's right. It is.
Featuring General Backpain and my guy Flu, and the first international guest.
Hey. Oh man, that's amazing, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man.
Guys, we lit.
I'm gonna hop off my kangaroo right now and crack another beer. So I'm feeling.
Let's do.
No, that's incredible, man. First international.